follow-up was also Calendly. I am not a fan. So this idea of how I'm going to do this, I will absolutely get to a point when I'm trying to make initial contact with a client where I will send them a meeting invite to a meeting they haven't agreed to, because sometimes that will just be accepted. And now we have a call scheduled. But I don't typically do it with Calendly because now I am opening up more of my calendar than I want them to be able to see when I'm open, when I'm not. Like I generally feel a little more private than using that, and because it's become so much more common to use Calendly, I've lost the uniqueness that it had when it first came out.
So I have two different, well, I mean, I have a ton of different signature files, but I have two main signature files. One is just my name and title, cell phone, and office number. And the other is that same information, but also, it also has a link that is to, I use HubSpot for it, not Calendly, but same concept. But I'm very selective on who I give that to. I don't give it to anyone unless we're having trouble scheduling, and even then I won't. And I think that what's happening right now is this is a very common thing. And so I want you to just think about what you're doing when you give that Calendly link. Is it more convenient for you? Heck yeah, it is. You don't have to do the scheduling. But now what you're doing is you're turning a prospective candidate or a prospective client or an actual candidate or client into your administrative assistant.
You know what? It's almost like the self-checkout of the scheduling world. Like it means that they can certainly schedule it themselves, and it's easier.
Lee, sorry about that. Lee is a dude with a girl's spelling. That stinks. Sorry about that.
It actually says, "I'm a dude, Jason. My mother punished me with a girl's spelling."
That's so funny. But the same question, right? Like what we need to do is we need to get them just to engage in the first call. If you can get them on that first call, you should be able to take them through the whole process. First, I want to comment on something that Lee said that I think is really important and goes back to our previous topic. Lee said, and this is the first Lee, not the second Lee, tricking someone into a meeting sets the context for a distrustful business relationship. Don't do it. So Lee, I totally get where you're coming from, and I think we need to expand out what that concept is and the fact that it is not tricking anyone. We're tricking no one. So if I reach out to you and I leave you a voicemail message and you don't return it, which is common, right? Then I send you an email and I can see that you opened it, but you didn't respond to me, right? Also common. Now I leave another voicemail message. Maybe I start creeping into your periphery as far as your social media presence. I leave you another voicemail message, and now I'm at maybe 8 to 10 points of contact. Once I've gone that far in, I have absolutely nothing to lose because they are not engaging with me at all. And what I'm trying to do is get a meeting with them. So
they know who I am by this point. We've reached out to them a bunch of times. It's not, set up a meeting with me to talk about your free cruise that you don't remember filling out a form for, right? There's no trickery to it. It's putting it out there to take one less thing off of their plate. And the amount of people that are overwhelmed with stuff going on around them that just can't get back to us is, probably not surprisingly high. Of course it's high. Some of our best people and the people who need us the most are the most busy. So putting it on the calendar, I don't think of that as trickery.
I don't either.
They have to accept, and if they don't accept, they can deny or propose a new time.
Now, Lee is commenting again and saying, I'm referring to using Calendly as a trick tool to fool someone into actually speaking with you on the phone. It's a bogus tactic. I think we might have a little communication disconnect here, Lee, because Calendly is just a link for you to schedule on my calendar. Right? Like there's no trickery involved. Nobody, I think I can make this statement, please correct me if I'm wrong. Nobody thinks a Calendly link is anything but scheduling a phone call. Right? So I don't know that I understand where that would fall into the category of bogus tactic. It's done just for convenience, but I don't actually like to do it. Not because I think it's bogus or because I'm tricking someone. What I think it's bogus for is because I'm turning my candidates and my clients into my administrative assistant, and there are not enough candidates, and clients, even though there's not enough candidates, are being really particular. And so I don't want to turn them into my admin. I'll take care of that scheduling.